Hi, and welcome to Juice Pouch Players. Today we'll be rating the game Solar Gardens.
I'd say it takes about 30 to 45 minutes to play. The box is pretty accurate. It's not a super long game, but sometimes, honestly, the longest part is sitting there and thinking about what you want to do.
Not particularly long. I would say the longest part is making sure that all the tiles are flipped over correctly and prepped for you to grab as the game is being played. No, this is an incredibly simple game to set up and play.
I would say yes, the most complicated part is scoring, but there are so many guides on how to score. It is written on the player cards and on the scorecard and in the instructions, so it's pretty easy.
I would say a good bit. Personally, I tend to go into this with one very specific strategy every time I play, just to see what works best for me as time goes on. But yeah, I think that you can play this game with very little strategy. I think you can play with a lot of strategy, and I think it would probably go well with both.
I would say no. All you gotta do is pick a tile and put it on there. It's pretty easy.
This is a game with an incredibly large box. Once again, very easy to bring to just about any board game that you are hosting, but maybe not ideal to bring in a purse or bring in a suitcase.
Kind of. I mean, the concept is easy, but young kids probably won't be able to get the strategy involved in actually doing well in the game.
Once again, for the same reason it would be young kid playable, this is absolutely grandma playable. If you understand what each card does, and a lot of them have very simple yet interconnected things that they do, you don't really need the reference card, and this is a fairly simple game to play. It's very fun.
This game needs 2 to 5 people. Unfortunately, you cannot play with any more, and there's not a one-player version of this game.
I would personally say that this is probably less fun with the team. I think it can be played with the team, especially because you'll just be comparing which token you have and deciding whether you don't want to keep it or not. It can absolutely probably be played with the team. I would not recommend it personally. I give this 5 out of 5 pouches. This is one of my favorite games that I've played in recent years, and I will introduce it to everyone I know for as long as they will let me. This game is so much fun. I would say the biggest drawbacks are the number of people is limited at 5, so that is a smaller game night, which is okay. The only other thing that I've found when playing is that it's really skewed towards collecting the different farms. So if you go and just try to collect a whole bunch of those, the scoring for that skyrockets you immediately. So yeah, those are the two things I would say are maybe drawbacks to keep aware of. But the design of this game, the way that the board looks, everything about this game is so pretty and is just so fun. I love seeing the games that Critical Role puts out, and I was very impressed with this. So yeah.
I give this a 4.5 out of 5 pouches. This is such a fun game. It is a really cool concept about making the cities around you more green and helping the environment, with lots of fun strategy and different ways you can win. Thanks for watching, and we'll sip you later.